The average American family has over $11,000 in credit card debt. The average Japanese family has almost zero. And before you say, well, Japan is just a different country, you are right. It is. But not for the reasons you think. The secret is not a higher salary. It is not some clever government rule, and it is definitely not magic. It comes down to 5 quiet habits. Simple, everyday routines passed down from Japanese grandmothers. Things people there do without even thinking about it. Habits that most of us have never heard of, or would probably laugh at. I am going to walk you through exactly what these 5 habits are. And I can promise you right now, at least 2 of them will make you feel a little uncomfortable about how you spend your money. Because they should. These are not boring tips from a finance book. You do not need a budget app. We are taught that the only way to fix a problem is to buy something. Japan figured out a completely different way to live. If you are tired of working 40 hours a week in a rich country, but still waking up feeling broke, you need to hear this. 1. The multi-use secret. We live in a culture completely obsessed with single-purpose gadgets. We buy a special slicer just for eggs. We buy a separate machine just to boil rice. We even buy plastic bins just to organize our other plastic bins. We think we are being highly efficient, but we are quietly bleeding money. Japan has a completely different approach called Mitate. It simply means looking at an everyday object and seeing what else it could be. When you live in a small Japanese apartment, you do not have the space for 50 different kitchen tools. You are physically forced to be creative. A regular ceramic bowl becomes a mixing bowl, a serving dish, and a storage container. A simple wooden stool is a chair, a side table, and a stepladder. The physical constraint creates creativity, and that creativity keeps thousands of dollars in your bank account. We are trained to reach for our phones and buy a solution the moment we have a minor inconvenience. Here is your new rule. Before you click buy on any household item, wait exactly 60 seconds. Look around your house. Ask yourself, do I already own something that can do this job adequately? It does not have to be perfect, because adequate is free, and new costs money you could be saving. We fill our garages with things we use once a year and wonder why we always feel broke. But it is the next habit that actually changes how your brain sees a price tag. 2. The mental cost. In Japan, millions of children still learn how to use a simple wooden abacus known as the Soroban. They do not do this just to get better grades. They do it because using the Soroban physically rewires how the human brain relates to numbers. In the West, spending money has become entirely invisible. We tap a piece of plastic or double-click our phones, and a package shows up at our door. Because we never see the cash leaving our hands, we outsource all our financial decisions to budgeting apps or credit limits. It feels like a game. But a brain trained on the Soroban does something completely different. When they look at a price tag, they automatically do the mental math. They do not just see the price of an item, they translate that number into actual life energy. Here is how you use this today. When you see a $100 item online, do not ask if you have room on your credit card. Calculate your hourly take-home pay. Ask yourself, is this item worth 6 hours of dealing with my boss? Am I willing to trade almost an entire day of my life for this? When you force your brain to see the cost in hours instead of dollars, the urge to impulse buy completely disappears. Conscious decisions will always keep more money in your pocket than a quick reflex. But even if you fix your daily spending, there is one completely normal Western habit that Japanese people find absolutely terrifying. 3. The invisible weight. In the West, we are taught that debt is just a normal tool. We finance our cars, we put our couches on a monthly payment plan, and we think that as long as we can cover the minimum payment, we are doing fine. But Japan has a concept called Giri, which loosely translates to obligation. In Japanese culture, owing someone is not just a financial number, it is an emotional weight on your shoulders. It means you took something you have not actually earned yet. When you live in America, having a car payment is as normal as talking about the weather. In Japan, paying interest on a credit card is almost viewed as a failure. This completely changes how you make decisions. When you view debt as a tool, your first question is, can I afford the monthly payment? But when you view debt as an invisible weight, your question becomes, do I really want to carry this heavy burden for the next 5 years? There is a saying among older Japanese generations, the car is not yours until it is paid for. And frankly, neither is your freedom. You sleep completely differently, and you negotiate at your job completely differently when your survival does not depend on making your next minimum payment. Now, before I give you the fourth habit, I want to be completely honest with you. Japan's economy right now is actually struggling, and many people there work incredibly stressful hours. Japan is not a perfect financial paradise, but what they do have are personal, everyday routines that protect their peace of mind. Which brings us to a habit that will change how you look at the things you own. 4. The secondhand secret. In America, hand-me-downs often carry a quiet stigma. They signal that maybe you cannot afford to buy new, and they can almost feel like charity. The entire Western economy is built on the assumption that every single household needs their own brand new version of everything. Japan has a completely different approach called Osagari, which simply means passing items down. Clothes go from older siblings to younger ones, furniture goes from parents to children, and nobody feels weird about it. Nobody feels lesser for using something that belonged to someone else first. Here in the West, we spend thousands of dollars on a brand new aesthetic nursery or expensive winter coats that a toddler will outgrow in exactly 3 months. We buy new because we think our kids deserve the best. But the Japanese do not see secondhand as poverty. They see it as continuity. They understand that a perfectly good jacket or a high chair should not sit rotting in a closet just because your ego wants everything shrink-wrapped in plastic. Osagari is not just about saving money. It is about building a quiet network of trust and community. You pass down what you do not need, and when your turn comes, someone does the same for you. But even if you stop buying new clothes, you still have to buy daily groceries. And that brings us to the final habit. A quiet mental trick Japanese shoppers use that makes overpaying completely impossible. 5. The baseline secret. In the West, we are completely addicted to the word sale. We see a red sticker that says 40% off, and our brain releases dopamine before our wallets even open. We buy things we never actually planned to buy, simply because we think we are winning. Japan uses a quiet mental trick called Nadan Ishiki, which means price consciousness. But this is not about clipping coupons. It is about knowing the exact baseline price of the things you buy every day. A Western shopper sees a $100 item marked down to $60 and thinks, I just saved $40. A Japanese shopper with Nadan Ishiki ignores the discount entirely. They know that item is only actually worth $50 on a normal day, so they just walk away. The psychology is completely opposite. One is driven by the excitement of a fake deal, and the other is driven by a strict refusal to overpay. Here is the truth retail stores do not want you to know. You do not save 40% when you buy something on sale that you did not need. You just spent 60%. Nadan Ishiki has nothing to do with being cheap. It has everything to do with being informed. The person who knows the real price of things is the person who never gets tricked. And that is the quiet secret of Japanese wealth. Using what you already have, measuring prices in hours of your life, treating debt as a heavyweight, passing good things down, and refusing to be tricked by a price tag. You do not need a higher salary to start doing this. You just need a different default setting. If you are ready to stop feeling broke and start keeping your own money, hit subscribe. I will see you in the next one.